Teardown has begun. Did someone request a little dead mouse? Well, what do you do when you got a weird-ass rubber hose and can't find another one? Get a couple normal rubber hoses
and an exhaust pipe piece.
Yeah.
Something is biting. There must be another bracket on the radio.
One nice thing about a Triumph, the transmission is accessible from the top, so you don't have to get underneath it. One not so nice thing about a Triumph, the original tunnel was made of cardboard, and that's a U-joint. And they go bad sometimes.
With catastrophic.
At least it's far enough back, it's not like it could thrash that much.
Your reproductive organs?
I mean, it's got metal right behind it.
You keep telling yourself that.
I still wouldn't want to be in it when one of those shot the bed.
I heard a guy got his hand caught by one.
Ooh.
When it broke through the cardboard.
Yeah, I can imagine that if you're like reaching for the e-brake.
I think he was probably like, what the hell am I hearing? Not a good idea.
I suspect his next car was an automatic. Coming along.
Coming up in the world.
Ta-da! Well, none of the header bolts are tight. This is what happens when none of the header bolts are tight. So we went shark fishing and we caught this damn thing.
Somebody threw it in the bottom of the lake.
So here's an odd bit of repair. It appears somebody managed to tear off one of the A-arm mounts at some point. Welded this back on and over. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like. That ought to give us a little more room. A little more trimming to clear the headers. Oh.
Nasty part was that the inside is undercoated. And so grinder resulted in smoke.
So did the plasma cutter, strangely enough.
Yeah.
So Dad's found something interesting with the exhaust system that was in it.
That's where it goes through what they call the T-shirt, where it goes right next to the drive line underneath the floors.
Through the frame.
Through the frame.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we know what size of exhaust pipe we can't fit through the T-shirt.
Yeah, we may be modifying the T-shirt because I think we want 2-inch exhaust on the 302, and this is, what, 1.5?
Welded, of course, by the same unpaid walrus who did the rest of the work on this poor car.
The exhaust hanger clamp is welded not only to one pipe, but to two. Yeah, because that held them in suspension when you consider how bad the joints were from the muffler to the pipes.
So we're talking about fender vents and ingenious ways to figure out, you know, where the high pressure and low pressure zones are. And Dad has come up with a novel approach.
4th of July, childhood special. Stink bombs. If we put a smoke bomb under the hood of the car and drive it at, say, 20 or 30 miles an hour and see where the smoke goes. This is the factory cutout for the works cars. So if you were to cut that out and cover it with a piece of screen and then make a piece of metal that came down here like an inner fender well to here, it should draw the smoke out and go underneath the fender line.
Well, here's the first test fit, and clearly a little more trimming is required.
Future low spot.
Update, shit's still in the way. Well, it is a momentous moment. Yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, engine's in. Let's take her for a drive. But yeah, we've got it set in, And got a little more trimming to do on this side if we ever want to remove that spark plug. But we got to clear the steering, which is good. Apparently some people will move the steering way forward, but that completely cocks up your Ackerman angle and you get bump steer and other lovely, wonderful things that nobody has time for. So we don't have that to deal with. We will, however, have to change the tail shaft on the transmission because, well, look where the shifter comes up.
But we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that.
So we have a tail shaft.
We have an S10 tail shaft. A little bit of sawzall, a little bit of pain.
Couple of years.
Well, it didn't take us that long to get this far. How much harder can the rest of it be?
Not at all. Finish work is never harder than rough work.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
Well, we've got our exhaust manifolds for this build. They're off Sunbeam Tiger, was it?
Yep.
Off Sunbeam Tiger. And yeah, we're going to need to do a little more hacking on this poor body to get them to fit.
But they're close.
Yep, they're a lot closer than the factory lugs. Or than the pace setters that were on this motor.
Yeah. No idea what that is.
EGR?
1965? Yeah. Granted, it's way over to one side, but we got work to do.
Well, it's not mounted up yet, but we know where it's going to sit. And it looks like it'll just barely clear the both the steering and the stock sort of stiffeny what's it. So that's nice. And yeah, there's just enough clearance under here provided we don't paint either of these things. So we might try and find a stamped steel pulley instead of the
Pep Boys.
Yeah, the Pet Boys alien spaceship that's on there now. But yeah, I mean, look at it where the wheels sit. This, I think technically now this is mid-engined.
Pretty close. Yeah, we've built a Lotus. Well, somebody said it was a 468.
Yeah, there you go.
TR4, TR6, V8. So it's a TR468.